I am an online reseller as well as a self-proclaimed treasure hunter, but my real passion is in finding a great story. So make sure you subscribe because each week I'm bringing you my coolest finds and telling you their amazing stories. So this week was super weird. I went to the thrift store and it was like stepping into a time portal. I ended up finding this ridiculous group of stuff and all of it was like this really nostalgic stuff from like the 90s. Some of it might be from the late 80s, but it's just like this really valuable stuff that's very easily overlooked. So I'm gonna show you guys what I found. I'm gonna tell you what I paid for it. I'm gonna tell you what these things are going for because these are things that look boring. They don't look like they have a lot of value to them, so they're easily overlooked. Yes, that is a blade of a knife that is teetering very close to the tip of my skull. So first and foremost, this is a Panasonic shortwave radio. We paid $5 on this thing. It's not in the cleanest condition, but it does have the original case, and these things go for like $200. It's very dirty. I think this is sort of like the iPad of the 90s. It's got the original antenna that goes up. Like, it's a very dramatic thing, like to listen to music. Oh God, it just keeps going. It literally, you guys, it's like touching the ceiling. But it's very like early 90s nostalgia. Old electronics are really interesting because the market for them fluctuates all the time. And right now, a lot of these like nostalgic electronics from the early 90s, late 80s are really valuable because people like them because it reminds them of their childhood. It reminds them of something maybe they got for Christmas one year. This doesn't have like any of the original paperwork. It does have this case, which is helpful. Next up, I'm so scared to reach into this bag. So maybe I'm just gonna like deal with the knives. Ugh. Okay, these are not from the 90s, probably, but why I love these and why I get a nostalgic feel from these, I feel like in every 90s horror film, this is the knife that was always grabbed. There was like tears and snot coming out of the nose as whoever the person trying to survive went up a large flight of stairs and locked themselves in the closet holding this. As far as reselling, this is a Wusthof knife. It's a Wusthof 4582. These are really easy to look up because each one has an item number. These were like $7 for 3 of them. Individually, these go anywhere from $30 to $70 each. Some of them are gonna be worth more than others, but this is actually a really good brand. And these are from Germany. They're very, very good quality, so people do like Wusthof knives. However, for the sake of just like the things that I love, someone died holding this. Next up is this really cool vintage cassette recorder. Now this is a Sony PCM-M1. I got paid $5 for this. It's really easily overlooked because it doesn't look like it could be really anything that cool. However, these things go for $200 to $300 depending on condition. And the condition of this one is in near perfect shape. These things are popular maybe because they're nostalgic, but also because they recorded on DAT tapes, which is a really high quality audio for the time. This particular one comes with the original case, and it also has this like ridiculous manual. This is like kind of a lot for a tiny little recording device. The fact that it comes with the original paperwork, the battery terminals are clean, it's in such good shape. I'm expecting to get top dollar for something like this. Okay, so next up, these headphones are pretty incredible. And what's funny about these is like, I remember when everybody had like the tiniest little earbuds, and now it's sort of like everybody wants these giant headphones again, but these are like from the original giant headphone era. These are Sony MDR 7506. So again, these have the model numbers on the front, so they're easy to look up, and these go for $70 or $80. I only paid $8 for these. A lot of times when you're at thrift stores, people don't look up model numbers and they just look up vintage Sony headphones or vintage Sony recorder or Walkman, but they have tiny item numbers on them. Look them up. Sometimes you're gonna be really surprised. So I want to know from you guys, what is your favorite 90s horror film? I can almost promise you this knife at some point made its debut in whatever your favorite 90s horror film was. So let me know, leave your comment in the comment section below what your favorite 90s horror film is. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss future episodes. I hope you have a wonderful day.